What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
I'm sitting in my room at the President Hotel, London, and I'm still trying to process the sheer audacity of this place. It's like they're trying to see how many ways they can disappoint me. I mean, I've stayed at some questionable hotels before, but this one takes the cake. Or rather, it takes the cake and then forgets to put it in the oven. As I walk in, I'm hit with a wave of heat that makes my skin crawl. It's like they're trying to cook me alive. I look around, and all I see are sweaty, miserable faces. It's like we're all trapped in some sort of bizarre, heat-induced nightmare. And the worst part is, there's no air conditioning to speak of. I mean, what kind of hotel doesn't have AC? It's like they're trying to torture us. But, I think to myself, maybe the rooms will be better. Maybe they'll have some sort of magical cooling system that will make all this heat worthwhile. But no, of course not. The rooms are just as bad. The windows barely open, and when they do, all you get is a lovely view of the noisy street outside. It's like they want us to be miserable. And don't even get me started on the bedding. It's like they raided a thrift store and said, "Yep, this will do." The sheets are stained, the blankets are thin, and the pillows are so flat, I'm pretty sure they're just old towels folded in half. I mean, who does that? Who intentionally makes their guests feel like they're sleeping on a deflated balloon? But, I think to myself, maybe the staff will be nice. Maybe they'll make up for all the discomfort and frustration. But no, of course not. The staff is completely unhelpful. They're like robots, just going through the motions, without a care in the world. I ask them for a fan, and they just shrug and say, "Sorry, we don't have any." I ask them for a different room, and they say, "Sorry, we're fully booked." It's like they're just trying to make my life harder. And then, there's the noise. Oh, the noise. It's like they're trying to drive me insane. The traffic outside is so loud, I can barely think. And don't even get me started on the noise from the other rooms. It's like they're having a rave next door, and I'm stuck in some sort of never-ending nightmare. I'm just so tired of it all. I'm tired of being uncomfortable, tired of being frustrated, tired of being disappointed. I just want to go home, crawl into my own bed, and pretend this whole experience never happened. But, of course, I can't do that. I'm stuck here, in this miserable excuse for a hotel, forced to endure the worst that humanity has to offer. So, I'll just sit here, in my sweltering room, surrounded by the noise and the chaos, and wonder how a place like this can even exist. I mean, who thought this was a good idea? Who thought it was okay to treat people like this? It's just so, ugh. What do you guys think? Have you ever had an experience like this? Let me know in the comments below. And, honestly, if you're thinking of staying at the President Hotel, London, just don't. Trust me, you'll regret it. Businesses near President Hotel, London. You know, they can be tricky. Like, tourists think they're safe, but no. Just walking around, you see things. Like, one time, this souvenir shop, oh my god, they had these antique rings, right? But guess what? Fake. All fake. Some poor tourist probably paid like £200 for a ring worth £2. And the shopkeeper? Smiling like it's normal. I bet the tourist didn't even realize until they got home. And then what? Too late. The shop? Still there, probably still scamming. Then there's the taxis. Oh, the taxis. Not all, but some. They see tourists and suddenly the meter doesn't work. A ride that should be £10 becomes £50. And the driver acts like you're the problem if you complain. I saw one guy, looked so confused, just handed over the money. Probably thought, well, London is expensive. No, my friend. You got played. And the driver? Probably did it again the next day. And the street sellers. Near President Hotel, they sell these designer bags, sunglasses. All fake, but they act like it's real. Special price for you. Yeah, special scam. Some tourist buys it, thinks they got a deal, then, oops, the strap breaks in 2 days. And the seller? Vanished. Poof. Like magic. But not the good kind. Oh, and restaurants. Not all, but some. You order a coffee, and suddenly there's a service charge you didn't know about. Or the bill has extra items. Oh, you didn't see? No, because you didn't tell me. And the tourist? Too shy to argue, just pays. Goes home feeling stupid. But it's not their fault. It's just how some places are here. And the worst? The helpful strangers. Oh, you dropped your wallet. But you didn't. Now they're distracting you while their friend picks your pocket. Classic. Tourists don't expect it. They think London is safe. And then, boom, phone gone. And the thieves? Already targeting the next person. It's sad, you know? People come for a nice holiday near President Hotel, and some just take advantage. But hey, now you know. Be careful, okay? Not everyone is nice. Based on my analysis of businesses near President Hotel, London, here's the comprehensive overview, analysis of negative reviews for businesses near President Hotel, London, chunk 1/3. This analysis examines recurring issues at the Brunswick Centre, Akasha, and Bloomsbury Street Kitchen, based on negative customer feedback. Key themes include poor management, misleading policies, and inconsistent service quality. 1. The Brunswick Centre, a decline in appeal overview, a mixed-use shopping and leisure hub. The Brunswick Centre suffers from complaints about poor upkeep, accessibility issues, and a lack of enforcement of rules. Key issues: poor maintenance and accessibility, slippery floors in wet weather, Simon Bard, no public toilets, Andy, overpriced parking, £13 for 1 hour, Andy, safety and security concerns, delivery cyclists ignoring no cycling rules, creating hazards, Anthony, lack of visible security, especially at night, Anthony, decline in atmosphere, overcrowded with loud students and fast food chains, Anthony, empty shops and lack of variety, Joanna Hooks, poor event management, a dog show event was disorganized, with untrained judges and no clear judging criteria, Joel Abrahams, example quote, it was reminiscent of going to Washington once and walking too far from the center. It had the same feeling of lawlessness about it, Anthony takeaway. The Brunswick Centre struggles with safety, accessibility, and a perceived loss of its original charm. Management appears reactive rather than proactive in addressing concerns. 2. Akasha, a spa with broken promises overview, a luxury spa and wellness center. Akasha faces criticism for misleading policies, poor service, and malfunctioning facilities. Key issues: misleading pricing and policies, customers charged more than the advertised price, Estriala, spa access denied despite booking a 90-minute massage, Jason Lee's, poor facility maintenance, broken sauna and jacuzzi, EER, Anna Lee, noisy environment, Anna Lee, unprofessional service, last-minute cancellations of pre-booked treatments, Gabby Reggio Thompson, staff lecturing customers on policies, Jason Lee's, subpar treatments, massages described as ineffective, like a catwalk, Sir Hotghoul, example quote, for the price it cost, £230 times 2, we expected much more than what we'd experienced. We shall never set foot at this hotel again. Jason Lee's takeaway: Akasha's high prices do not match the experience, with frequent complaints about broken facilities, deceptive policies, and unprofessional staff. 3. Bloomsbury Street Kitchen, style over substance overview, a trendy restaurant with Japanese Mediterranean fusion cuisine. Bloomsbury Street Kitchen is criticized for poor service, slow dining, and deceptive advertising. Key issues: deceptive advertising, 20% discount advertised but denied due to not booking online, Paula H., slow and disorganized service, 3-hour dining experience for small plates, Kane Stone, long waits for drinks and food, Ines de Santiago, poor food quality and portions, overpriced, tiny portions, Danny Vi, repetitive sauces making dishes taste similar, free vouchers, unfriendly staff, snooty and inattentive service, Sue Blackman, last-minute reservation cancellations, Noose weather, example quote, the whole dining experience was almost 3 hours for us to have 7 small plates. I find this simply unacceptable. Kane Stone takeaway: the restaurant prioritizes aesthetics over service and food quality, with frequent complaints about slow dining, misleading promotions, and rude staff. Common patterns across businesses. 1. Poor management and enforcement, Brunswick Centre's lack of cycling enforcement, Akasha's misleading policies, and Bloomsbury's reservation mishaps suggest weak oversight. 2. Misleading advertising/pricing, customers feel deceived by hidden terms, Akasha's spa access, Bloomsbury's discounts. 3. Declining standards, all 3 businesses suffer from deteriorating service. Analysis of negative reviews for businesses near President Hotel, London, chunk 2/3. This analysis examines 3 businesses, Bloomsbury Cafe, Cirque Le Soir, and Lane CCAC Limited based on their negative reviews, identifying common issues and specific complaints. 1. Bloomsbury Cafe, rude staff and poor service standards. Key issues: staff rudeness and discrimination, Multiple reviewers, particularly Chinese students, report dismissive, condescending, or outright hostile behavior from staff. Examples include mocking customers for not knowing milk terminology and refusing to clarify payment methods politely, inconsistent quality. Complaints range from undrinkable coffee to using tap water marked for washing in beverages, poor ambience, non-functional plug sockets, limited seating, and an unwelcoming atmosphere deter customers. Notable examples: a reviewer felt racially targeted after a staff member refused cash payment with disdain. Review number 1. Another customer was mocked for saying regular milk instead of dairy milk. Review number 2. A sign near a tap indicated water was only for washing, yet it was allegedly used for coffee. Review number 3. Pattern: the cafe's reputation suffers primarily from unprofessional staff behavior, with racial undertones in several complaints. Quality control and customer service training appear lacking. 2. Cirque Le Soir: deceptive practices and hostile environment. Key issues: bait-and-switch tactics. Promoters lure guests with promises of free entry/drinks, only to demand exorbitant fees at the door. For example, £1,500 for a table, £250 per person. Discriminatory door policy: multiple reports of selective entry based on gender, race, or appearance. For example, black women sidelined without explanation, men charged excessively, rude staff and safety concerns, hostile interactions with door staff, watered-down drinks, and even alleged drug transactions observed near the venue. Notable examples: a promoter-approved guest was asked for £250 per person despite prior confirmation of a £40 fee. Review number 4. A group of women from Paris reported being treated differently and disrespected. Review number 6. A bouncer allegedly obtained drugs outside the club. Review number 4. Pattern: the club's business model relies on misleading promotions, discriminatory entry practices, and aggressive upselling. The environment is described as predatory, particularly toward young women and minorities. 3. Lane CCAC Limited: fraudulent sales and abysmal customer service. Key issues: failure to deliver orders. Customers report items listed as in stock but later cancelled without prompt refunds. Delays up to 2+ months. Selling counterfeit/defective goods. Multiple claims of wrong, damaged, or inauthentic items. For example, luxury glasses missing certificates, shoes with mismatched tags. Zero accountability, no response to complaints, ignored refund requests, and dismissive customer service. Notable examples: a customer received trousers with stains and was ghosted after requesting a refund. Review number 1. A $4,000 item had a mismatched authenticity tag, yet the retailer dismissed concerns. Review number 2. A wedding order was ruined due to a shipping error, with no resolution offered. Review number 4. Pattern: the company exhibits systemic negligence, poor inventory management, fraudulent listings, and a complete disregard for post-purchase support. Trust is eroded by repeated scams. Common themes across businesses. 1. Disrespectful staff. Bloomsbury Cafe and Cirque Le Soir share a culture of rudeness, whether through racial microaggressions or outright hostility. 2. Deceptive practices. Both Cirque Le Soir and Lane CC mislead customers, false promotions, fake stock listings. 3. Lack of accountability. None of these businesses address complaints effectively, suggesting institutional apathy. Conclusion: these establishments near President Hotel suffer from deep-rooted operational flaws, ranging from unethical practices, Cirque Le Soir, Lane CC, to toxic service environments, Bloomsbury Cafe. Prospective customers should approach with caution. Next steps: combine with chunks 1 and 3 to identify area-wide trends. Analysis of negative reviews. Businesses near President Hotel, London, focusing on Noble Rotlam's Conduit. This analysis focuses on the negative reviews for Noble Rotlam's Conduit, a wine bar and restaurant located near the President Hotel in London. The collection of 10 negative reviews paints a concerning picture, revealing consistent issues that significantly detract from the overall dining experience despite the establishment's apparent aspirations for quality and sophistication. What Noble Rotlam's Conduit is like, based on reviews. Based on these reviews, Noble Rotlam's Conduit appears to be a venue attempting a high-end, curated wine bar and dining experience. They boast a substantial wine list, often praised, even in negative reviews, and aim for a sophisticated ambience. However, the execution consistently falls short, frequently marred by poor service, inconsistent food quality, and a perceived air of pretension. The reviews suggest a marked contrast to the positive experiences reported at their Mayfair location, indicating issues specific to this branch. Common patterns and issues. Several key themes emerge repeatedly across the negative reviews. Poor and condescending service. This is by far the most prevalent issue. Numerous reviewers describe staff as indifferent, rushed, dismissive, and even actively rude. The tone is consistently described as condescending, with several reviewers, particularly those identifying as Asian, alleging discriminatory treatment. Specific complaints include waiters rushing diners, interrupting conversations, and failing to offer helpful wine or food pairing advice. Inconsistent food quality and value. While the wine list receives some acknowledgement as being interesting or extensive, the food is frequently described as mediocre for the price, average, or even inedible. There are criticisms of dishes being poorly executed, burnt bread, bitter salad, imbalanced, overpowering truffle sauce, or misrepresented, Armagnac baba not being sufficiently soaked in alcohol. Value for money is a recurring concern. Pressure and rushed dining experience. A significant number of reviewers felt pressured to order quickly, finish their meals, and vacate their tables, even when reservation times hadn't elapsed. This creates a stressful and unenjoyable dining atmosphere. The strict time limits, coupled with reports of unoccupied tables after the imposed deadline, add to the feeling of being unwelcome. Lack of attention to detail/special occasions. Despite reservations mentioning special occasions, birthdays, there's a consistent failure to acknowledge or celebrate these. Requests for simple courtesies, like an ice bucket for champagne, are ignored. Rigid and unaccommodating policies. The non-refundable booking deposit is a source of significant frustration, especially when unforeseen circumstances, like flight delays, prevent diners from honoring their reservation. The inflexibility of this policy is perceived as unreasonable and uncaring. Questionable practices. One review criticizes the restaurant for adding a donation charge to the bill without explicit customer consent, which the reviewer found unethical. Another questioned the practice of opening older bottles of wine out of sight of the customer. Food safety concerns. A particularly alarming review reports multiple members of a dining party experiencing severe food poisoning after consuming raw oysters. This raises significant concerns about food handling and hygiene. Specific examples from the reviews. Discriminatory service. Reviewers Kim Chan and AG specifically allege biased service based on ethnicity, reporting markedly different treatment compared to Caucasian diners. Rushed experience. Theo Vermaak details constant reminders about the 2-hour time limit and being pressured to finish his meal even before it expired. Food misrepresentation. Sylvia K. Bertolotti's review vividly describes the disappointment with the Armagnac baba, noting it was misrepresented on the menu and didn't live up to expectations. Ignored special request. Dario Freitas' review highlights the complete disregard for a pre-arranged birthday celebration. Severe consequence. Michael Storm's report of widespread food poisoning is a critical and potentially damaging issue. Condescending attitude. Multiple reviews, including AG's comparison to the movie The Menu, point to a pervasive sense of arrogance and condescension among the staff. Generalized impression. The negative reviews collectively suggest that Noble Rotlam's Conduit suffers from a significant disconnect between its ambition and its delivery. While the wine list may be a draw, the overwhelmingly negative feedback regarding service, food quality and a generally unwelcoming atmosphere overshadows any potential positives. The repeated instances of perceived rudeness and a lack of customer care suggest a systemic issue within the staff culture and management approach. For businesses in this area near the President Hotel aiming to attract a discerning clientele, these reviews demonstrate the crucial importance of prioritizing genuine hospitality and consistent quality alongside a curated offering. This analysis covers all the businesses analyzed in the area and provides insights into what travelers can expect when staying near President Hotel, London.